Welcome to Baldur's Gate by Stephanie Meyer. Baldur's Gate New Moon. Just take a look at the scene in a second. I wonder if we could make Astarion like a sparkly vampire for this fight. Oh yeah, but first I needed a rest and I need to respec Karlak because she can be way stronger than she already is. She's already the strongest. Okay, so we're gonna take a long rest first. I'm not in a danger zone. You get out of here.
Let's foot forward.
Literally, get out of that room so that I can go long rest.
Why are we here?
Alright, so I need to respec because I got some items that make a
Well,
pretty
I
big
wouldn't
difference.
give for a good rest about now.
Oh, I could go for a good meal. Moving it.
Hopefully you can load everything in eventually. Withers. So Karlak right now is 6'4" 6'4". She's gonna be 6'4".
Thou walkest alone. On all these harsh nights, thou hast sought no company.
You sound disapproving.
Love is no domain of mine, but it is often cited as the purpose of mortal life.
Withers is like, so yo, I
Wherefore
noticed you
turnst
the
thou
only
from
one that ain't fucking around here. I would have liked to love to, but it just didn't happen for me.
And thus thou art alone.
Oh no.
Fate spins. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhap as thou desire.
Alright, so let's become insanely overpowered here. We can do Fighter to start to level 4. Barbarian 6, Sorcerer 1, Monk 1. And our abilities are the fun part. We can literally just go all in on Wisdom and Dex. I can't. There it is. Okay, now it's working. Maybe? Okay, I see. I have to toggle it off. So +2 in Wisdom, +1 in Dex, dump Strength, dump Con, big brain Karlach. Or charisma. I don't have anybody this smart in my party. Okay, so the reason we're doing this, we have equipment that sets this to 23 and this to 23 automatically, so we don't need to do any in those. Then we have 16 here and 17 here. We can take... That's fine. Fighting style's great weapon fighting. Okay, great. Confirm. Fighter level 2. Fighter level 3. I do like the Battle Master. We'll keep it. Does Eldritch Knight eventually get enlarged? Because I wish I could do that. Precision attack, riposte, repost. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Trip, sweep, push. Push isn't too bad. Okay. And then we get a feat. Our feat will be... That's pretty good. Savage Attacker is so good though. Okay. Savage Attacker. No, it's not Fighter anymore. Barbarian. Yep. Take Barbarian to level 6. And no, we're not doing Wildheart, we're doing Berserker. Great weapon master. There's our extra attack. So you would reverse this. You would do your first 6 levels in Barbarian, and then eventually you would swap into Fighter. Level 6. Alright, then finally we can go Sorcerer to get +3 AC. Featherfall's nice. We're a magic missile in this. We want like utility stuff. Enhanced leap is really good. Shield is really good. You pretty much end up spending all your spells on shield. Alright. 1 point in Sorcerer. 1 point in Monk. And that last point is going to get us our Wisdom to AC. So now let's take a look at her.
You can't see me.
No. In your inventory, Carlac. We have 2316, 2315, 17. We have a 20 AC while not wearing any armor. And 152 life. Now let's take a look at... Also, this could probably be better. Like, this is actually not doing anything for us. If we actually lose armor for putting armor on. Those are pretty good. Two to attack, initiative, perception, and detect thoughts. It's pretty good. Infernal Sight. I mean, this is actually the best because the Enraging Heart Guard. No, I guess it's not. This is better. Because we automatically get 2 turns of wrath. Alright, looks good.
Where am I needed?
Who's this guy again? Oh, it's her summon. Hey, Scratch, what you got?
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
Hand it over.
Here. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Pet. Please. Alright. There's a torch.
2 steps at a time.
Pretty useless, Scratch, but it's cool. You're a dog. Alright. Now. What? Nice tidy whities, dude. When did I do that? I don't even remember switching his underwear. Alright, let's go finish this. What was that about Free Counselor Thoric? Oh. She's gonna be executed today, so I have to save her unless she's already dead. Oops. I may have accidentally forgotten about her. Ooh. That's a little bit of a mistake. Did she is she still alive? I'll go. Oh well. Let's do what we set out to do. Perfect. The only thing missing is like the relationship undercurrents. But yeah, look, we got some nice wolves. Some bats that are probably going to turn into vampires.
Can't be here. No one in.
Alright, come on, load your textures.
Out.
You're new. Cazador never kept guard dogs before.
The runaway spawn. You reek of the Master's scent. Come with us. Come to Master.
Excuse me? I will not be ordered around my own house by some blow-in mutt.
We bring you to him. We get his favor.
Alright, come on and try it. Alright, who's this? Astarion. Who is the most dangerous or actually the easiest to kill? There's 4 bats and a lot of rats, but that can all be taken away with 1 AoE probably. This is like Garrison, Bladesoon, and Duvarillin. White Mist and Bloodfang. Alright. Shoot him in the noggin.
There's so much to do. So much to prepare.
Smell blood.
Alright, Karlak. Can you reach? You can if you jump, I bet. Karlak's a freaking monster now, of course.
You're not gonna like this, mate.
On Victor's path.
Will let's do. Can you smite him if I jump? I can't jump because I used my bonus action. Okay, cool. Well, then we're just gonna Eldritch Blast you. Do not react. Do not react. Do not react. Good God.
Talk to me.
And then Shadowheart probably just blinds all this stuff just by existing. Most likely.
Got to press on.
I'm thinking Insect Swarm. Trying to push my 23 strength 24 or 23 con berserker. Wrath of the Storm Lightning. Do not touch me. Don't use that. No touch. God's shield is insane on melee characters. It's crazy. We're pretty OP at this point, I think. Doesn't need it yet.
This.
Uh-oh, guys. You're dead. You're dead. You're almost dead. Let's try this. Do not react. Do not react.
What should I do?
The howl thing is so dumb because it makes the bats have like 20 life, which is pretty funny actually. I wonder if there's a way you can build around that. Let's just do Spirit Guardians. Shoot him in the back of the head. And in the right shoulder blade. It's cool that the attacks actually go where you click them on the monster model. I do like that.
Open up.
When you're a rat, when you're like the last one left and you're a rat, you're like, you got like big eyes like, oh no.
Armor needed.
Alright, pretty easy.
I love surprises.
Do you guys literally just not have anything? Oh man, that's a bummer. Oop, what was that? I see a key. Rampart store. Sansi, I've been invited to play at a party at this. Why are all the names so hard to say? Sansi, I've been invited to play at a party at the Cazador Palace tonight in their ballroom. Show the Chamberlain the door this note, and he'll let you in to join me. Wear your best dress. Well, that didn't work out.
Best foot forward.
Baldur. So where is Cazador? I thought this was going to be the Cazador fight.
You stand on a clean metal platform. A beautiful but antiquated elevator. There are some scuffs to show its age, signs of things dragged onto it over the years. But it seems to be in good working order.
What in the hells? I never knew this was here. This was always Cazador's private quarters. Only he ever came in here.
Interesting.
Well, him and the unfortunate souls we brought to feed him.
Not quite yet. There's another room. Party planner. Seems to be a working notebook used by a certain Chamberlain to Fay to plan Cazador's gatherings in the mansion ballroom. Functions are divided into two categories. Those for invited guests and those for involuntary guests. The entertainment for the latter category being considerably more sinister than the former. The final handwritten entry is below. Master has ordered a special party, a final feast, he said. This will be my ultimate test, but I'm prepared. I'm sure the guests, both invited and involuntary, will be thrilled to participate. Alright. Anything in this desk? No. Okay. Here we go.
What's this now?
Let's go.
Standing on the elevator's platform, you can feel a cold.
Well, I gotta say, I wasn't too impressed with your first line of defense there, Cazador. You kind of just chomped him up. Waypoint.
What in the hells? I never knew any of this was here.
Astarion, you dolt. How could you not know there's a giant underground complex in here? You kidding me? You're a freaking dingus. So one way we could get down is right there, for sure. Let's see what's in here, though. What's this do?
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring.
Press the Cazador signet into the door.
The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air.
Pungent, musty air, huh? It's a cool place. This is like the shed pit. We could literally either fly down there. Scroll names. What's this? names thousands of them. Many of the surnames would be familiar to a Baldurian, though some of those near the beginning of the list are families long disappeared. This is a list of names people dating back centuries, but continuing right up to the present day, so everybody's drained, probably.
Thousands of names. This couldn't be part of the ritual, could it?
Meditations of a Vampire Lord. The Journal of Cazador Cazar records the movements and actions of his spawn with particular attention paid to Astarion. Every order of failure and punishment is recorded with cold calculation. Only the most recent entries seem to betray any emotion. Astarion failed to return from his hunt last night. Goldie informed he will have the pliers ready when the boy shows himself again. Still missing. I ought not to be surprised. The boy's always been troublesome, but to disappear now when we are all but ready, it's unconscionable, even for him. I've dispatched the brood. They will find him and bring him home, and when they do, I will make him scream for this. It's been days and he is still missing. No amount of pain has motivated his brothers and sisters to find him. It seems Baldur's Gate has swallowed him whole. I'm searching further afield, but my reach outside the city is limited. In the meantime, the hunt continues here. Dalaria and Petrus returned from today's hunt, rushing to report that they had seen him in Worm's Crossing. Their tale was fanciful, but they believed it to be true. Astarion, standing in the sun's light, willing and able to disobey me, inconceivable. It seems he has become more than troublesome. He is now a liability, but he will be brought to heel. He will come home, take his place with the others, and complete his purpose. My spawns fail me. Astarion eludes me. I will have my due. Alright.
So, he was keeping notes on me. That would have terrified me. Once.
What's this guy? Velia.
On the pillow rests a skull with a scroll clamped in its bony jaws. The skull's empty eye sockets flare with an eldritch gleam. You feel invited somehow to witness the skull's memories. It seems urgent.
Alright. The skull's memories rise and unfold. Let them wash over you.
This skull is all that remains of the vampire Velioth. He turned Cazador, gave him the gift, and then taught him the rules of vampiric existence.
Oh, they let you swap. All right. I failed.
Your attention
They should
wanders
let
for a
you-
moment, and you miss the import. Velioth recalls when Cazador reached out to a
For
former
a friend's
friend.
punishment was to watch.
His punishment was to watch as Velioth drained his friend dry.
What is the second lesson? Hey, alright.
Velioth's second lesson is that power comes from solitude. To share with others is to be weak, and to be weak is to fail and die. Velioth recalls when Cazador rebelled against him. Cazador suffered 11 years of impalement because he failed.
Concentrate on the memory. What is Velia's third lesson? Come on. Oh.
Velioth's third
All right.
lesson is
Nice.
to act not in haste. A near immortal has time to plan, time to act only when others will pay the price of action. Velioth recalls Cazador, his lessons learned, killing him in the rite of perfect slaughter. How they both laughed. Velioth recalls Cazador boiling the flesh from his skull, and then, to mock him, clamping his schooling scroll in Velioth's jaws. The skull's eyes flash a final time, and its jaws sag open. The scroll with all of Cazador's rituals is
shit.
yours. Velioth is no more.
Even his precious rule.
Unfurling the scroll reveals a list of foul rites and rituals, detailing all the ways death can be turned to one's advantage or simply made more interesting. The rite of perfect slaughter, the liturgy of the dead, and the sacrament of the damned, and many more strange, cursed rituals cover the parchment. The final entry, however, is familiar. The rite of profane ascension. O piteous dead, O ravenous dead, immortality is your gift, but darkness is your prison, and hunger its jailer. The rite of profane ascension will release you, walk in the sun, suffer not from hunger, grow your power beyond anything you imagined. Pact has been made with the Lord of Hellfire. Deliver unto him 7,000 souls, each bearing an infernal mark, and you shall be free of your chains. You shall know true power. Deliver the souls, speak the words, Ecce Dominus, has animas offero in sacrificio, nunc volo potestatum quam politicus es mihi. Hopefully I didn't summon any monsters or demons.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
What a charmer.
Alright, so we used it up. Morel outcome. I suppose, as you say, you have no reason to be proud of the expansion of the vampire circle in your city. Of course, Atkatla is more homogenous than Baldur's Gate, and you face fewer challenges from other factions and law enforcement, but still, accept my kudos on your progress there. Enjoy your success while you can, Alchem, for I'm afraid that very soon it will be surpassed by my situation in Baldur's Gate. Definitively so. I am on the verge of a long-planned transformation that entirely changes the rules of the game. Too long have I been content to be merely a major city's vampire lord when I can be so much more, and I shall. But that's all I have to say about the matter at present, young Alchem. After all, we mustn't give away the surprise entirely. Okay? This is the journal of Cazador's thoughts and concerns about the power structure of Baldur's Gate and how the changing balance between factions affects his own ability to operate in the city without interference or competition. The most recent notes at the end relate to the old problem of Nine Fingers in the Guild and new concerns about the ambitious young Gortash. Cazador's worries about the guild revolve around the rise of a brash new criminal kingpin known as the Stone Man and what it might mean for the gate's underworld if Nine Fingers is replaced. Meanwhile, the upstart Gortash is fielding prototypes of his steel watchers in the city streets. Are they capable enough to detect and damage Cazador's vampire spawn? Maybe. They would have been.
Guilds, nobles, politicians. If he controlled even a fraction of these, the city could be his, and no one would ever know.
There we go. Yeah?
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door
Put
features
this
no
signet in the
keyhole.
hollow.
The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door
This head needed
opens,
more than one
assailing
security
you
system.
with pungent, musty air.
Got some more pungent
Sharp
musty
as
air.
ever. Keeping pace.
Of course, I'm sure. And once we're free, we'll make...
Approaching the cells, you're met with hollow-eyed faces. There's an almost physical stink of decay and neglect.
Astarion, do you know who these prisoners are?
I don't even know what this prison is. He hid all of this from me. And the others. If I had to
Pretty
guess,
thick.
I'd say they're part of his ritual. But where in the hells do they come from?
You. I know you. You're the one from the tavern. You smiled and joked and got me drunk.
You're dead.
You called me so many sweet things.
Oh, it's Astarion's old
My
boyfriend.
name sounded like a lyric on your tongue.
Sebastian,
You remember me.
you were handsome. Shy. you'd never been kissed.
You taught me how. And then you destroyed me.
It can't be.
Is this how all your lovers end up?
Don't. Not now. I know so many of these faces. They're my conquests. I pursued them, seduced them, and brought them to Cazador. He told us he was feeding on them, but he turned them to spawn. He turned every last one, so we'd have souls for this cursed ritual.
How long?
What?
How long have I been down here?
Stop whining, you loser. It's only been decades imprisoned with no food. We'll set you free. I gotta be the good boy. I'm a good boy in this character. My charisma's pretty high. I'm pretty convincing.
Free. We'll never be free
Yeah, but
while
I'm
that
on the way to kill
monster
that dude.
lives.
That's why we're here. To destroy Cazador.
You can't. It's not possible.
Where is he now?
The Grand Chamber. Just ahead. But even if you can kill him, what then? What happens to us?
Yeah, like number 2 maybe, or number 4, because I wasn't thinking this through. It's pretty horrific. What if we just terminated them? What do you want to happen?
I don't know. I just don't want to die. Whatever you do, just do it quickly. I can't go on waiting.
We'll be back. You have my word.
I don't know. I don't know, you guys.
Gods above. He kept Sebastian. I should have known what Cazador was capable of. Ah, he's played us for such fools. Not just 7 spawn to placate the devil. 7 spawn and 7,000 souls bound to them in blood. Everyone, whoever trusted me enough to let down their guard, innocents, idiots, and the unlucky. It doesn't matter. I will need to sacrifice them all if I want to perform the ritual.
Yeah, you don't even need the ritual, though. Because, like, you can already walk in the sun, and that's all that shit does. You already have Mind Flayer powers. I tried to give you better Mind Flayer powers, and you were like, no. You can save them. You can save them, Astarion. Be a good boy.
What's the point? They're as good as dead. I thought they were dead. If they are unleashed, they will cause incredible carnage. They will be ravenous.
I mean, it is true. What if, I'm gonna be like full lawful stupid. There's still hope. You got out. You got better.
They're in a state far beyond anything that ever happened to me. Decades of hatred will have piled up inside of them. I can't even begin to imagine. We must find Cazador. This.
I don't really want to sacrifice 7,000 vampires blindly, but I also don't really want to release 7,000 vampires blindly. Could we kill them on an individual by individual basis?
I know. Hey. Hey, you. Come closer.
Oh, God. It can't be.
It is you. I knew it. I'll kill you. Once I get out of here, I'll kill you!
You're the children from the Monster Hunters camp?
Camp.
I mean,
Monster
really, we
Hunters.
should just put Astarion down, because he's kind
The
of a
girl
bastard.
camp. Oh, God! My parents' camp! Chessa, focus! Resist the beast inside you. You promised! It's your fault! You did this to us! Didn't he tell you? He's the one that kidnapped us. He's the reason we're spawns! I'll kill you!
Yes. Now that you mention it, I may have done that. Oh, don't look at me like that. Cazador's orders. Quite the deviation from my usual routine, of course. Capture, not lure. I didn't bring them in with sweet rolls or anything. I really forgot about them. Felt nothing the moment I handed them over to him. Oh.
We promised their parents we'd save them.
Parents? You've seen my parents?
They're looking for you.
I miss them. I think. Or perhaps it's the hunger. Oh, I don't know. It's so hard to tell. You should go. Leave us here. We shouldn't be out there. We'd hurt our families.
Never give up hope. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
Behind the exhaustion, starvation, and fear, recognition stirs in her eyes. And with it, hope.
You really mean it?
Yeah, we're good boys.
Cazador's got this stuff. It controls the doors. If you get it, you can set everyone free. If you get it, somehow.
I can't promise anything, but I'll try.
Please. Whatever.
What are you doing? They're going to tear me to shreds. They'd never forgive me for what I've done.
It would be kind of funny, Astarion, honestly. You're kind of a douchebag. Deep down somewhere, they're just kids who need our help.
I was in the prime of my life when I was turned. Everything was taken from me, too. I never want to see these little scraps of misery again. The world doesn't need to know my shame.
What do we do when
Alright,
that tall
so-
freak comes back?
There's a downstairs, though. Because we saw it over here. guess we can always go down there afterwards, right? I want to go forwards.
No.
Somebody wants to walk.
Who stands before us? Is this truly our prodigal son? Do not slouch before me, boy. Have you no respect for yourself? Look at you. Crawling back after abandoning your family. You should be begging our forgiveness.
I think we should insult him. So, we could let Astarion handle it. We know all about the ritual. We're here to stop you.
The cattle know about things of which they know nothing. This ritual is centuries in the making. Nothing shall stop it now.
That's what you think, you son of a bitch.
You truly forgot my power. You truly thought our bond as creator and creation was all that stopped you from killing me? Oh, you are weak, my child. You are a small, pathetic little boy who never amounted to anything. But today, you will finally do something worthwhile. You will burn, and I will ascend.
No! Stop him! Get me out of this!
Witness the birth of the Vampire Ascendant! Ecce Dominus! Fight on if you must, but I am only growing stronger!
Raid. What do we got? So he is in mist form for a turn. Let's kill this werewolf. Sneaky good. What's my best hit with Shadow Heart? If I go like right here, and then I could do.
Battle favors the fearless.
Our ritual is near complete. Can you feel its profane power?
Nah. Counterspell. How many times can he cast this shit? Alright. Take these guys out. Some spirit guardians up. Summon a magical sword. Alright, Will. That's fun. Seems to be strong against fire. What if I did these annoying guys over here? One on you. One on you. Two on you. We rolled and got a crit. That's unfortunate.
Time is at hand. The age of the vampire ascendant is about to dawn.
I appreciate you continuing to hit Carlisle. Thank you. Kill this guy. Kill this guy.
Moving.
I'm gonna go fuck with this sarcophagus over here. Use this to just take the bat's turns off the table. And if I can get her closer to Cazador, perhaps.
Moving.
Oh, you don't like the Mace of Lathander at all, do you?
The blade will not bend. This isn't good.
Lightning? No, I can't use that yet.
Centuries of toil. Oh, building to this. The power is phenomenal. I feel so alive.
Okay. Do I even want to finish the fight, or do I want to go back and get Astarion? Because, like, I don't know how I feel about losing my lockpicker right this close to the end.
On the move.
This is my time.
execution. Alright, Cazador. You killed Astarion. Like thunder. Alright, let's load. I don't want to lose Astarion in this fight. We can beat it now that we know some stuff about it. Like, now we know that he's weak to the Light of Lathander. So, we just teleport Shadowheart right next to him right at the start of the fight and have Karlach jump in and give him a beatdown. And I think we can probably put him in the dirt in a couple rounds that way. We'll just portal right in, fly. Come on. Heavy load times. It's on an SSD. Probably just loading a bunch of shit. Alright, so.
Trust no one.
A hero at heart. Heading out.
Let's try this again.
Who stands before us? Is this truly our prodigal son? Do not slouch before me, boy. Have you no respect for yourself? Look at you. Crawling back after abandoning your family.
Yes.
You should be begging our forgiveness.
Astarion was afraid of you? You're pathetic.
I will not speak to cattle.
You son of a...
But now, what if, say, my cleric, for instance, had, I don't know, like a mace that would take you out of your little thing, your little gas form?
Close ranks.
All non-magic damage. She does a little bit of magic damage. Oh, her attacks count as magic damage. Okay. Yeah. His misform isn't even good anyway. Would you stop stinking up the place?
Anything but
Go ahead and float it. Would you stop it? You stinky motherfuckers. Alright, so... Common, gonna fly. Gonna go... about right here. What the fuck? I got frightened by something. Take stuff off the action table, and then Will is going to Misty Step to right here. And blast out a level 3. Hang on. Then Shadowheart, she can't move because she got feared by something. Okay, let's see. Okay, well, it's up to you, Will. No, let's keep that for a counter spell. Tier 2 smite. Ooh, how do you like that? How do you like that, motherfucker? Cripple it. Motherfucker.
Our ritual is near complete. Can you feel its profane power?
She must needs to just take the hits. Yeah, let's just take the hits to get in there.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Can I push the gaseous form? That would be pretty funny.
Not another one.
Okay, good. She woke up. I'm immobile. Why the fuck am I immobile? That is very annoying. Alright, well.
Forever dauntless.
How do I do this? Fuck it. Fail the counterspell. God damn it. Not good.
Time is at hand. The age of the vampire ascendant is about to dawn.
We were just a little bit less unlucky. I think I don't think that our idea of fighting him was fundamentally bad. It's just like Shadowheart gets feared when trying to move her into position. Good, wake her ass up. What if I just hit you with a level 6 call lightning? Max it out.
Centuries of toil, all building to this. The power is phenomenal.
Shit, we didn't beat it.
I feel so alive.
Didn't beat the timer. Needed her in range earlier. Alright. Load it. Just unlucky. I think if I had Shadowheart in the front, maybe, so that she could have ran there. But like, I tried to fly, and I think I cast the wrong version. I think I cast the spell version and got counterspelled and then feared. Which was not an ideal thing to happen. One sec. Hey, babe. How did you feel about just ordering a pizza tonight? Yeah.
I have worked
I can get it when they get here.
to have that brat spoiled.
Alright. Put in a community order for pizza. Alright, Cazador. How about if I lead with Shadowheart, huh? Huh? How about that? How about if I use my common ability of flight and get as close to me as freaking possible with her?
Who stands before us? Do not slouch before me. Look at you. Crawling back after abandoning your family. You should be begging our forgiveness.
He doesn't owe you anything.
Have you fallen so far that this...
I don't need anyone to speak.
No, I...
No!
Yes, yes, yes.
Shut up!
Careful, Astarion. Don't lose your head.
You son of a...
Alright, well, how about this? Now you're just rotting just from being close to Shadowheart. Counterspell. You ran right into my clutches, you fool. Alright, so Carl rages. And then bashes. Oh my god, she's brutal. Ah. Oh, Shadowheart's getting scared because there's wolves. Because she said she was afraid of wolves in the story. Oh my god, I just understood what was going on, why she was getting frightened in random situations. That's crazy. I can't believe they made it work like that. Seems like a pretty good time for Spirit Guardians. You guys are in so much trouble. his packed weapon. That's why he can't hit anything. If that's the case, I would be better off just using Eldritch Blast. Level 6, I'm not gonna react. Okay, nice, she saved. It's good.
Our ritual is near complete. Can you feel its profane power?
Do not react. I don't want him going further away. Did you get nauseous? You freaking turd. Okay, go here.
My time's running out.
Where's Cazador? There he is. Hit him. Oh, that's not. Man, your freaking wisdom save should be really good, Carla. Why did everything change to green? Somebody get dominated? Something's gone quite wrong. Got him. Good job, Shadow Art. Alright, Will.
Hells. My time's running out.
So is Astarion free now? Yes. Where's Cazador's body? I don't trust this guy. Oh, come on, man.
Quickly.
time's running out.
Fleet of foot.
Could use it to hit Karlach. Wake up.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
You guys been sitting on top of me stinking this whole time. Now it's time for
Under their noses.
Okay, well, Shadowheart's kind of just like an eraser for these things. Just kind of move around the map, killing all the bats and shit. Perfect.
Battle favors the fearless. Coming through.
A little too busy for that.
Oh man, style points.
Blade at the ready. Sharp as ever.
Is there a reason I can't move?
My faith will guide me. What's next?
Loading a... Are we loading a cutscene or... Uh-oh. There it is.
No healing sleep for you. Wake up!
Get your hands off me, worm!
I'm not the one in the dirt. trust. And I'll be free of you. I'll never have to fear you again. But if I finish the ritual you started, I'll never have to fear anyone. Ever.
You think me a fool? That I would allow anyone to usurp me, speak the words, and ascend in my place? The runes I carved into your flesh bind you and all 7,000 souls to the ritual. Complete it, and those bearing the scars will be sacrificed, you included. You are simply a means to an end. I made you to be consumed.
I am so much more than what you made me. Get over here. We can do this.
Didn't you hear him? If you complete the ritual, you'll be consumed.
Trust me. I know what I'm doing.
You can't finish the ritual, you'll kill all these people.
If we release them, how many people will they kill? Tens of thousands? Hundreds of thousands? But if I complete the ritual, think of the power I'll have. With me by your side, we can save the city.
He does have a point. It's a bunch of hungry-ass vampires that have been locked away for decades. I want you to live a life you can be proud of. You can't be proud of this. Alright.
And I want to live a full life. Not some half existence hiding in the shadows for the rest of eternity.
I was on the fence anyway, so I'm fine with this. Alright, what do you need?
I need your eyes. In a manner of speaking.
What do you think you are doing?
I'm making what you made me. Use the parasite. Link your mind to mine. Through your eyes, I can see the scars on my back. And copy them onto his.
You would not dare!
I would. And I will. You will be consumed, and all the power you've lusted after will be mine. Help me do this. Please.
This is tough. A real moral quandary. They make it hard to be, like, totally good or totally evil in this game, because it's like... Enter Astarion's mind so he can proceed with the ritual.
Your minds join and your two selves become one. You can feel the knife in your hand, see the scars on his back, and taste his hunger for power.
Yes. Yes. I see it.
What are you doing? Don't! Ah!
No! 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 There. Perfect.
Ungrateful child.
wretched child. Time to take your place.
Like, it's obviously we're doing an evil thing, sort of, but it's in the name of the greater good, right? Like, fucking, I don't have any answer for releasing thousands of vampires that have been starved for years and years. So this is trading several thousand uncontrollable vampires for one controllable
The
vampire.
screams of the prisoners ring in your ears. Their time is almost up.
Nunc volo potestantem quam policitus es mihi. I can't feel it. That ache in my stomach, that hunger, it's gone. I'm free. I'm finally free. Oh, it feels delicious.
And what can a vampire ascendant do?
I think the answer to that is whatever they damn well please. Come on, let's get out of here. I have a brand new world to explore.
A piece of me, lost to the wind.
So what did you gain? Ascendant bite. Ooh.
Spasm grips your chest. Your strength falters.
Aw,
An
man.
emptiness grows within you, Paladin.
Did I break my oath?
Something has been lost.
You have broken your oath, Paladin.
Fuck.
At the close of day, I will be waiting for you. We have much to discuss.
It was for the greater good. Come on, it was for the greater good, you guys. Well, it is what it is, I guess.
Sharp as ever.
This is it. The hopeless dream dreamt by all of my kind. I am the greatest vampire to ever walk this land. Even the pale knight would have knelt before me.
No more Cazador, isn't it a relief?
Never again. I will not think about him. I don't even want to say his name.
You don't sound too happy.
Everything has changed. I felt so very little for so long.
I mean, dude, you only got
I
like
just
one high
don't.
damage bite per
Over the
long
number of
rest.
years
It's not
watching
even
the
really that OP.
boudoir and kennels. can hear it at last. See it at last. How all the lowly creatures of this plane are begging to serve. How to call upon them. Scurrying footpads in their safe houses. Rats below our feet in their filthy holes.
I did
The
a oopsie with my
in the
paladin
night
oath.
above. They will obey. The world will stir in fear.
Starting to scare me, Astarion.
This is but the beginning. I already hear the world whispering in sweet surrender. And I feel alive.
So what's this mean? Can still smite. I just can't do this.
Checking things out.
Alright, well, I mean, it happened. We all saw it happen, so...
Nice little nap.
Excuse me. Everybody dead. It solves the vampire problem, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. Beat the time. Pretty good stopping point as well.
Watch your back.
None that endure.
Yep.
Da, da, da. What next?
Alright. This is going to be my stopping point because I got pizza that just got here. Or didn't just get here, but it's in like a couple minutes out. And I'm going to go get that. This was a productive episode if slightly destructive in losing my oath. But we'll see what Oathbreaker's about.